This is the first judgment that ever took place in the history of the world. And when God makes a judgment, he asks questions. He asks questions not because he doesn't know the answers to them. He asks questions because he wants us to reveal our own hearts, the thoughts of our own hearts, to make us think about what we've done. Notice he asks Adam 3 questions. He asks him, "Where are you?" Not that he didn't know where he was, or they weren't playing hide and go seek. He wanted Adam to know where he was at. He also said, "Who told you that you were naked?" Because Adam said he was afraid and he was naked and he hid himself. And then he said, "Have you eaten of the tree that I commanded that you should not eat?" And he wanted Adam to take responsibility for his actions. Instead, he blamed his wife. Then he asked Eve one question. He said, "What is this that you have done?" And of course, she blames the serpent. And afterwards, I'm sure that they had time to reflect and ask themselves if they gave the right answer, and if they took responsibility for their own actions. Incidentally, he didn't ask the serpent anything because Satan had already fallen. He had already gone through his judgment. He was already condemned. Unfortunately, humanity decided to go with the serpent's ideology rather than God's, and we've been suffering the consequences ever since. But that will not go on forever, my friends. Interestingly, 4,000 years later, Jesus Christ came upon this earth and began preaching the gospel. In the year 2027, it'll be 2,000 years since the gospel has been preached. That equals 6,000 years. And then when Christ comes back, there's going to be a millennium of rest, almost like a millennium of a Sabbath. So you've got 7 millenniums. It's almost like a entire week of this sin experiment, this sin simulation that we've been living in, and then God is going to recreate the earth again.